views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Let me be your lighthouse so I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light, I'll keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try when...
Hello, this is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page. Today on Zoom, my special and wonderful friend guest is Billy Ballenger. Hello, sir. Welcome to my show.
Hey,
Again,
thank you for having me on again. This is exciting.
Mhm.
So we meet again, and I'm glad to be here.
I'm
Hey,
glad
you know what? We're actually doing Zoom. We're actually doing the show this way by choice, because before we had to do it because somebody else was forcing us to do it that way, right? Because of COVID, I guess.
the COVID is, but
The COVID
now,
restrictions kept us.
yeah, these restrictions are coming off, aren't they, from the lockdown?
Yeah, I'm just grateful. I'm very, very thankful that that's happening. But I understand that some people really struggled with it. I had COVID. You had COVID.
Yeah, I had COVID. I don't know whether it was mild or not, but they gave me an infusion for an hour or so in the
Oh, wow.
hospital. That's why
Wow.
they sent me there automatically after I saw the doctor.
Well, it's a good thing that they did that to get you checked out, and you
They
know.
took gapers out of me, I tell you.
Well, you've recovered. You've recovered. So it's interesting. I just did it. I'm sorry.
I bounced back.
Amen. Yeah. Yeah. I just did an interview recently. Well, I got so used to wearing the gator things that you just pull over your head that you can just pull up, you know. And so I did the TV interview recently, and I said, it looks good. Let's just keep it. So we kept it on.
Do you find other places that you go nowadays free of the masks that you can be able
Yeah.
to?
Mostly, yeah. And well, yes. My father-in-law, he lives in assisted living now. And but he can come and go and stuff, but you wear a mask when you go in there, of course, until you get into his actual apartment. You take it off. So I understand that. I don't have a problem with that. So it was a different world for everybody for a while, but all of us are just thankful to God that we get to fellowship again and be out in the public, you know.
How long has it been since you saw your father-in-law then?
Oh, I just seen him just a few days ago.
No, I mean,
we just got it.
How long did it take? 2 years because of this pandemic to see him again?
Oh, no, we didn't. You know, we never did that. You know, I admire people that made their choice to do that, but we stayed in contact with family. We stayed, you know, some people may not agree with this, but we stayed, you know, in contact and went to go see him, you know. Now, when it first happened, we all kept our distance, you know, a little bit there for a little while. And, but no, so then he would just come over and we would, you know, come over there, and he's 86.
Wow.
And he said he's had quite the life. My wife, if you read, you know, Jody's book, Beautifully Unbroken, you've read about him. He's had quite the life. So I don't think COVID can take, here it is. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't think COVID can.
Excellent.
I don't think COVID can take my father-in-law out. He's
strong man.
He's been through it enough already. So, no, but so great to see you again, and so great really to get an opportunity to share and talk about all the wonderful things that are happening, and you've had some of things on your own going on recently. So
Yeah. I was going to ask, during the pandemic, you continued to do songwriting, right?
yes, yes. So I had of course, I had been on the Winter Jam tour. That's the largest Christian tour in the U.S.
Oh,
Largely holds the record for that, and 42 cities. It was my first arena tour. I was so blessed, humbled, yet eager to be on that tour. We did 31 cities, and then March 12th came, and the whole world shut down. So I had met a new producer, made some friends on the tour. One of them was the guitarist for Building 429, a wonderful Christian music ministry, a band that's been around for about 20 years now, but had a lot of major hits, and they're just got a great outreach through their music.
who was he?
And I'm sorry,
Who was he?
his name is Jesse Garcia. Jesse Garcia from Building 429. And then Jesse, I met also Jason Roy, who's the lead singer of Building 429. And we wanted to make a change musically. You know, we really wanted to be able to focus more on how to get our message to where it would really work and flow with the CCM audience, the Christian contemporary music audience. And so they worked with me. We worked together and crafted some songs last summer. We went right back in the studio. We got in the studio June of 2020, and just right away it was like the songs just started coming, just like it wasn't difficult. Of course, that credits to the Lord, and also working with great musicians and writers and gifted people. I like what one artist said, and I say the same myself. It's like he said, you know, he can't pick up a guitar and play you a song, but he has been blessed to put or have the people around him that makes him better. And so that's what happened in my case. You know, I've just got a great group of people around me now through my radio team, radio promotions team, our publicist, and all these people, wonderful people just helping us.
How's your radio show coming along?
My radio, you mean my song on the radio?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we do interviews, you know, like this one where we get a chance to share our story and share what the Lord has done. Tree in the Nails has been released to radio, and we've been getting ads on different spots around the nation. And so it's still growing there. In fact, we just got Family Life Radio. I'm really excited about that. That covers a large part of the New York area and a large part of Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. Just they have a really huge signal as well. And they just added Tree in the Nails to their lineup. And so we're being heard in California, Missouri, Indiana, Star 88.3 right here in Fort Wayne. First reporting station to add Tree in the Nails to their lineup. Fayetteville. Let me see, not Fayetteville. Anyway, I don't want to mess up any names. Anyway, we've got other stations as well that are adding the song. It's super exciting just to see the Lord work and all that, you know. Take this kid from Indiana.
Oh, pardon me. Are they hearing you all over the world?
Well, they would be. Right now, we're just going towards the CCM station. So that's Christian contemporary music. They're basically Christian AC and hot AC radio stations. So there's I believe about like maybe 115 of those around the nation. That each of them have a span where they reach into different areas, you know. So right now we're being heard up in Maine, New York, Pennsylvania, Merced, California, Camden in Missouri, and in North Carolina. And I've been hearing that there's some other stations that are spinning my record as well. So it's really, really exciting just to watch it all. I just feel so blessed that God would take this kid, you know. It's a story of hope, you know. My wife and I, we made a lot of bad decisions, and God turned that around and brought to life that dream and that hope that we had I had as a little kid, you know. And that was playing music on that stage. And I'm supposed to be there. I'm thankful for it. Very honored to be there, and learning every day.
When was Tree and the Nails recorded and released? Was it this year? Earlier?
Yes. So we wrote and recorded Tree and the Nails in 2020. And plans were being made late 2020 for when the release would take place. And we decided to do that the end of February 2020. So, and an interesting thing, like at the Star 88.3 station, which covers northern Indiana and parts of Ohio, and I think even parts of southern Michigan here, the east side of Indiana. Well, actually, there's different other parts of Indiana that it covers as well. They have been so kind to us. I mean, in fact, I went back in the studio and recorded an acoustic live version of Tree and the Nails.
Oh.
And once they heard it here in Fort Wayne, they just automatically started running that one. So now the version of Tree and the Nails that they play here in Fort Wayne is the acoustic live version.
1, 2, 3.
What do I do with all these scars? How do I move on when they're with me dawn to dark? I know that I need grace. Oh God, meet me in this place. You call me chosen, you call me loved. You don't see broken, you see more than enough. Whenever I wander, whenever I fail, your love doesn't falter. Your love prevails through the tree and the nail. God, I've been longing for the day when I finally be free, like you promised I would be. As I pray and I seek, I know you'll answer me. You call me chosen, you call me loved. You don't see broken, you see more than enough. Whenever I wander, whenever I fail, your love doesn't falter. Your love prevails through the tree and the nail. No, I'm not who I was when I started this race, but I know you're not done, you're not finished with me. 'Cause everything broken is coming undone. You called us your daughters, you called us your sons. Yeah, you call me chosen, you call me loved. You don't see broken, you see more than enough. Whenever I wander, whenever I fail, your love doesn't falter. Your love prevails through the tree and the nail. Through the tree and the nail.
Groovy.
It's so cool, yeah, to see it all work.
I'm sounding my age. Groovy.
Hey, we still use those words, right?
Amen,
I was
brother.
funny you should say that, because I was in the when I was in the studio 2 weeks ago. We started off the week writing, and we made this agreement, and there was three of us at first, and the agreement is that we were not going to use the word cool. That was our agreement. We're not going to look for. We were trying to not look for the song that was cool. We were trying to look for the song that was right. Does that make sense? You know, not just something that sounds cool, feels cool. But man, all week long, we found ourselves we kept messing up all week long and saying, "That's cool, man. That sounds cool. Wow, that's cool. That's a really cool song."
Fabulous.
Yeah. So it's so much fun, and I'll let a little secret out. I got two. We're still writing right now, but man, just these two special songs that are going to be coming out at some point. So we're really excited about them. I think they're really going to bless a lot of people and be relatable to a lot of people. They're just going to love them. I have no doubt.
You know, if you think they'll be released this year or next?
You know,
Working on it.
I would hope so. Of course, I want to ask my team what's the wisest time for the release, you know, because here's the interesting thing. During COVID, this is what we've noticed. Everybody took time to write songs. So whereas, yeah, you did too. So you might have had before 2020, let's say you had that many songs going to the market, you know, then after 2020, you had this many songs going to the market.
Yeah, been there.
All these new songs going, and so timing is very, very important with that. And so I'll see what the team says about that.
Would love to cover the release.
Yeah, I just don't know when that's going to be, and it'll. Right now, what we're focused on is the Lord has really been opening a lot of doors for us to get the story out. People need hope, whatever your background is. You know, whether you're a young mother, a young father, older father, family issues, problems, abuse, divorce, drug addiction, whatever sickness people been facing and tragedies in life, they need hope and they need more of it, not just a little bit. You know, people need to know God is on their side. They need to know that in spite of how crazy this world is, that God can turn the situation around, and that he doesn't just want to do it for, you know, somebody that gets on a stage or somebody that gets to be interviewed on TV like this. It's for everybody. Everybody. God, you know, I believe God divinely ordained us, or divinely created us and made us to fit a purpose. And until you're doing that purpose, you're just not going to be happy. So I always like to encourage people, don't settle. You know, I can remember when I first started traveling, I would travel to churches and do concerts years and years ago. And people would come up after the concert and want to shake my hand or want an autograph or something like that, or to meet me. And I would shake their hand and they would look at me and say, "I wish I could do what you do." And I said, "Well, what do you want to do?" And they want to do what I was doing. I said, "Well, why don't you?" "Well, I got to go down to..."
Yeah.
What's that?
People say, "You can't do that. You don't know what you're doing." I had that several times when I was doing my TV show.
Yep.
No, I
had it too.
Yeah. And
Or people, you know, their stories are, they think, I guess you could say, you get the sense in talking to them that their dream is lying dormant. Like it's just there.
Yeah.
They're kind of miserable because they're doing what they think they have to do. And I just believe that not only did God make a plan and a purpose for each of us, he also made a way for us to get in there and figure it out, pray, get it done somehow, some way. So I always try to encourage people to do that.
God is there to help you along. I mean, if you don't have God in your life, then you are one lost little person, you know?
Yeah. I mean, thank you. Yeah, that's a good point to make right there. That's a real good point.
The lyrics of Tree and the Nails. Why did you write it?
Well, I mean, some people plan a long time when they're writing songs. They might make a lot of planning. My situation is different in that, we go into the recording studio. My producer and musicians are writers. So there's part of you that wants to be able to you want to be able to get your gift out to the public.
That's right.
So you need the right people in the room to help you craft it, because the idea that, well, hey, this is how it came to me and this is how I'm going to give it to you. Sometimes you have to have help with the delivery of it, or getting it into a language that people can hear and understand it, and it makes sense. And so you have to have that. So in my writing, we're going into a room, and this is the God's honest truth. Sometimes there's no plan. There's not even a song, not even a start of a song. We're just trusting that, I guess you could put it like this. I'm trusting that the heavens will open and drop down a message that people need to hear. And that's what happened with Tree and the Nails. That's the God's honest truth. I remember getting to the studio to work with Building 429, and I didn't take anything with me.
No.
We went in there, and my producer said, he goes, "Do you have anything?" And I said, "Nope." He goes, "Well, I got a little melody." And that morning, his wife had woke up and she said, "You guys might want to write about the riots that are happening."
Yeah.
And that's where the song "Leaving the 99" came from.
Wow.
Yeah, we got disagreements, separate ways that we see it. Can't change the places that we've been,
Yeah.
but we can change where we're going, and it talks about, I'm leaving the 99 for the one that was left behind. I'm going to step across that line. I'm going to break that line. I'm going to step across that line and go to the other side was the thing.
Yeah, we got disagreements, separate ways that we see it. Can't change the places that we've been, but we can change where we're going. We get stuck on the difference, but there's not so much between us. 'Cause we both love, we both bleed, we both feel the need to win. And it's a thin line, but it feels like an ocean wide. And I want to know what it feels like on your side. I'm leaving the 99 for the one that was left behind. In the chaos, in the struggle, I'm bringing peace in to the battle. For the one that was left behind, I'm leaving the 99. We gotta close out the distance and break through all the resistance. Reach out with hearts that are humble to all the ones who have stumbled. 'Cause everybody has been there, surrounded by people who don't care. Fighting to believe, fighting just to be, just to breathe. I'm leaving the 99 for the one that was left behind. In the chaos, in the struggle, I'm bringing peace in to the battle. For the one that was left behind, I'm leaving the 99. I step across the line with my arms open wide. I'm walking into the hurricane's eye. I'm gonna break the line with my heart open wide. I'm walking into the hurricane's eye.
Now, Tree and the Nails, and very interesting with that song right there, because again, I believe it was just divine because it fit the message of hope that we have. You know, when it starts off the song and it says, what do I do with all these scars?
Yeah.
You know, how do I move on when they're with me how do I move on when they're with me dawn to dark? I mean, people constantly are faced with it. And I've just been blessed and benefited from learning about God and learning that there is so much hope through the Lord Jesus Christ. And if you turn to him, he will show you what to do with the scars. He can heal completely. He can heal completely of the wounds.
He is the
And yes, absolutely. And the whole world needs them. So that's where these songs come from. You know, I had one experience. I know you've written songs and things. I've had some experience. Before I went on Winter Jam, I wrote with another producer, and this is how we did our writing. We went into the recording studio in Toronto, and which you love that, right? Canada. By the way, I know you're from Canada. I love Toronto.
I'm
not kidding you. Oh my gosh.
Near the end. I was born in Toronto, Ontario, eh?
I love Toronto. I don't want to live there.
Yeah.
I just want to go visit a whole lot.
I haven't been there for 6 years.
Oh man, I went there 6 times the fall of 2019 to work in the studio. And so here's what we do. We go in the studio and literally we would just start a certain sound, like a synth sound, just kind of an airy type sound. And then we would put a beat to it, you know, sometimes. And then we just pass the microphone around, and whatever comes to you, you just start singing it right then.
That's jamming.
Whatever. Yeah. You just, but you're looking for melodies and you're looking for flow and things like this. And then you record that, you know, and then you can go back and see if maybe that's a chorus, maybe that's a verse. And sometimes you sound like a newborn baby because your words don't make any sense, but you're just la, 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 you know. So it's so much fun. I'm loving every bit of it. It's a dream that I've had since I was a little bitty kid. And I'm getting to live the dream now. And only because of Jesus Christ am I getting to live that dream.
Godspeed, my love, until we meet again. You're always in my heart and every dream. Don't let this time apart give in to all our fears. God will keep us close from up above. So until we meet again, Godspeed, my love. God is with us always, for the rest of